How are you?
I am doing well. We are so excited to have you here, and more importantly, to have you as a contributor and collaborator within Prioritize Your Potential. So, could you introduce yourself to our guest?
Yes, and thank you so much for having me. I am Dr. Nina Copeland. I am a personal growth and leadership development strategist, and I'm also the CEO and founder of Copeland's Coaching and Consulting, where we provide professional development solutions to corporate organizations and executives.
All right. So, certainly you have something to share with the viewers and the readers. And so, walk us through really the process for, putting your chapter together, thinking about what you wanted to write for this book.
Right. So, as I was going through the process, I wanted to make sure I talk to some of the pain points that leaders typically have, but we suffer in silence and we really don't share that
Mm.
story. And so I wanted to talk about something that was near and dear to me, but something that also need to be shared to help other corporate executives. So as I was going through the process, I was like, do I really want to talk about it? It's hard, it's deep. And I
Yeah.
had to go back and kind of like, okay, rearrange the story to make it methodical in the sense of, sharing the story, but sharing the obstacles I had to overcome and also the takeaways.
Oh, so good. Listen, I see hearts coming up already for that. So, tell us how you selected your chapter title, how you came up with the chapter title.
I came up with the chapter title just thinking about as I personally have gone through a career transition and as I mentor and coach other individuals who have done the same thing, I put it all together and it was like, how do you prioritize your potential through the storm?
Mm.
How do you do that? We think that what we have in place is going to last forever, but sometimes it doesn't last forever. And you have these abrupt detours that you have to go on. And how do you prioritize your potential through that process?
Mm. And so, a lot of times when people are going through a storm, it feels like I don't need to do anything else but focus on getting out of this storm. And so, it's interesting that you are offering a different thought process around that. So,
Yes.
okay, cool. So we would love to actually hear a juicy part of your chapter. So could you share an excerpt from your chapter and prioritize your potential?
Yes. Okay. The truth is every leader will experience this moment, the one where your titles will no longer sustain you. Your metrics will no longer motivate you, and your success feels more like a burden than a blessing. This is the threshold for reinvention. This is where you stop asking, how can I maintain, and start asking, how what am I becoming? The becoming is your real purpose. It is your calling to your next level, not to do more, but to live more fully. That part can be disorienting. Most leaders find themselves standing in a space that feels dim, unfamiliar, and unsteady. It is often quiet there, no applause, no confirmation, and no certainty. Just you, your questions, and the subtle part of something more. In that space is tempting to retreat, to return to what's proven, to rebuild what feels safe. You want to reach for the version of yourself that you once were. But today, it's new rules. You have to deliver the results and you have to re earn the respect. But growth doesn't wait for comfort, and your future won't wait inside your former framework.
Wow, Dr. Nina Copeland. And I love that your future will not wait inside your current framework. And
Yes.
so there's a lot of like work people need to do. And what are the, if you're working with like a client who's in at that place of, hey, I know my current framework is not going to work for me. What is like the first maybe initial step or two that they should take?
Is to reassess your strengths and your weaknesses. A lot of times we have been working and we've been going so hard and we haven't made any assessments. So go back and make the assessments of what's really working for you and what's not, and associate that with your strengths today. Not what your strengths were 5 years ago or even last year, but what are they today in your current environment? And then let's
Oh,
plan from there
oh, that's so good because we evolve, right?
constantly.
Like we're evolving. And so sometimes people say, well, I took strength finders or I took
Um,
an assessment like 10 years ago. Are those results still valid, Dr. Nina?
Probably not. Like a lot has changed in 10 years. You probably had kids, or you probably had, many different things that have transformed in your life or happened in your life. And it may have affected your body in a certain way. So you are not that same person.
Not that same person. And thank you, Miss Travers said, wow, that is powerful. So one more time, what is the title of your chapter in Prioritize Your Potential?
Prioritize your potential through the storm.
Oh, right. And so what do you hope that readers get out of this, that listeners get out of your chapter and also the book altogether?
I would want them, number one, is to shift their mindset.
Mm,
Stop focusing on the problem, but focus on your potential, because there is so much greatness within, and we don't really tap into that greatness because we're focusing on the outside. So
mm.
that is number one. And number two, get clarity.
Yeah.
Know what it is you want to do, where it is you want to go. Stop looking backwards and start moving forward.
Ah,
And what I want them to take away from the whole book is that you are so much greater than any problem that you are facing or have ever faced. And there is victory on the other side, but we all have to endure. And it's that enduring process that is going to shape you
yeah.
for what is next.
Oh, so good. And I just want to sneak in here and throw a little, you have a conference coming, you have a summit coming up.
I
Tell us about the
do.
summit. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for that opportunity. So, the conference is I Am Bold Summit is for corporate executives, HR leaders, and just ambitious women who are looking to go to the next level. The conference is October the 11th at the Drury Inn in Richmond, Virginia, and I would love to see you there.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so those that are here and tapped in to Dr. Nina, certainly pre-order, prioritize your potential from her. Get your pre-orders in. We have it available paperback and hardback. So all of that is there. Any final comments for our viewers?
That you are amazing. There is greatness within you. Tap into what's in you. We don't focus on the outer beauty, but the inner beauty is just as important.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Nina Copeland, contributing writer and Prioritize Your Potential. We'll see you all. See you later. All
Okay.
right. Awesome. All right. Welcome again here on Amazon Live. I'm Charvette Mitchell, CEO of Mitchell Productions, and we're talking about our book collaborations today, and we're sneaking in and letting you know about a book that's coming soon, and it is Prioritize Your Potential. It is our 8th book collaboration, but you'll see here on Amazon down below, all of our other collaborations are available. So, for instance, you might see Prepare for Purpose. It's available in paperback, hardback. Also, you can get it the digital ebook version, and so this is a great book. I just want to spotlight while you're hanging out here on Amazon. And really, again, we always a lot of times people are talking about purpose, how to find the purpose, but really the preparation part and the action of your purpose is what is really critical. And so, this is your invitation to the next level. And you know what? You've been invited to the next level. It is up to you whether you choose to go or not. All right, so let's keep it moving. Listen, I see comments. Amen. Amen. Coming on in. I see you. I see you. Awesome. 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 All right. So let's keep it moving with our next author, who is no stranger to the stage. She is no stranger to our book collaboration. So if you checked this out here on Amazon Live before, you have seen this dynamic author. And so we're bringing up to the stage right now, live on Amazon, Dana Wilson. Put your hands together and welcome Dana to the stage. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey,
How are you doing today?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking.
Oh my goodness. Listen, Dana. Oh, listen. Okay, so the book that I was just talking about, you're in this book as well. So
Yes,
again,
yes,
no stranger to our stage, but certainly being a part of this new book collaboration, which we're in pre-orders for
yes.
Prioritize Your Potential. Tell us, just about your first of all, let's introduce you to the audience and remind them. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Dana Wilson. I am the CEO and Director of Hair Cares Inc., where every strand counts. I am a certified trichologist, a sister lock educator, consultant and coach, empowerment coach, a proud mother. And what I do is support people who are individuals, clients, and hair practitioners who want to support people who are experiencing hair loss. And I'm also a sister lock coach where I support people build the business of their dreams.
Yeah, so good, so good. And so, as you were preparing for, prioritize your potential, and I know when you heard the title, you were like, oh yes, this is
Yes,
this is something that I can talk about.
yes.
So, what was your writing process? How did you decide what to put into your collaboration?
So my writing process is my experience. Truly, I'm just coming from straight from the gut, straight from the heart,
Yeah.
and I record myself. That's my technical thing that I do is I record talking about my story and then pull little bits and pieces out of that. And the name of my title, which I'm so excited about, is holistically piecing your purpose, and that's with a W. Holistically piecing your purpose. And the reason why I chose that title is because it's a whole person, right? Our purpose
Yeah.
encompass mind, body, and spirit, our whole purpose. And
Oh,
we get stuck sometimes because we don't know, like we can't like pinpoint what our purpose is today, but your purpose is evolving. It's
oh.
evolving. So that's how I came up with the title.
So good. And that just ties into what Dr. Nina even talked about the evolution of us as people, certainly as women. This book is for women and men,
Right.
absolutely, but we are always evolving. So I love that readers will be able to make connections between the different chapters. And so we would love to hear actually an excerpt, a
Ooh,
good
ooh,
juicy
ooh.
part.
Yes.
So we're going to let you take it away and actually have
Okay.
you do a little bit of a reading of your chapter.
All right. So your mind may feel cluttered with questions. Your body may be tired from battles no one else can see. Your spirit may be weary from carrying silent hopes for so long. But hear me, your purpose is not lost. It's waiting for a piece, is waiting for you to piece it together holistically, intentionally, and without apology. Every experience you endured, every lesson you learned, every moment that tried to break you has actually been shaping you. Your mind matters, your body matters, your spirit matters. Start where you are, listen to your mind with compassion, tend to your body with care, feed your spirit with truth. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have it pieced all together overnight. You just have to believe that wholeness is possible and worth it. I'm living proof that even the most broken seasons can lead to most beautiful purposes.
Ooh, even the most broken seasons can
Yes.
lead to purpose. And a lot of times when we're in that broken place, it's like I can't see past today or past the next hour.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so you're absolutely certainly encouraging people. And I love the holistic thought of that. So, talking about hair,
Yes.
like how so if someone's experiencing hair loss, which is
Yes.
certainly a place that you are an expert in, how is the whole body impact, how is the whole body involved with hair loss?
It's mind, body, and spirit. So there's a myth out there that I could just put something on my hair, some kind of product, and make it grow. No, it's mainly internal. We have to look
Mm,
at what's going internally in our body, what's going on in our mind, because our mind, we be stressed out, right? And that stress turns into a physical impact. So
mm,
your mind, body, and spirit will help you recover your hair. So we can't just look at it one way. It is the whole person. What are you doing to take care of yourself physically? What are you doing to feed your mind and your spirit? It all plays a part in hair loss and hair growth.
They're so
Yeah,
good, so good.
yeah.
Dana Wilson, y'all of Hair Cares Inc. Chapter title, Holistically, that's with a W,
Yes.
Piecing Your Purpose, Anchoring Your Life in Mind, Body, and Spirit. And Dana, we got comments coming on in. Great points, need to hear that. That's for Dr. Nina. Amen from Linda. Thank you. Eartha, good to see you. Good morning. Marla Smith said, go Dana. That's my teacher right there. Listen, Rita Stewart is saying, good morning. Diane Jones is saying, hello, ladies. Hello, April. Good morning. Chastity Woodson. Good morning. Powerful, powerful. And so as we talk about, prioritize your potential, what is it that you want our readers to walk away with from your chapter, but then also for the whole entire book?
Well, from my chapter, I would like the readers to walk away with don't get stuck on the now, right? Your purpose is evolving. It's something to learn from the now, right? So that we can put into practice later. So don't get stuck. Every strand really does count. Every lesson, every experience, every legacy, everything does count up to where you're going to be. And it's okay where you are. It is for us to learn and to implement things better later. But from the book, I'm so honored to be amongst all these other authors. I feel totally honored to be amongst these beautiful women who are sharing their hearts and their stories and their experiences in a way that you can take something from it. It has been my experience that it serves us nothing to hold these things in. We have to share it with another so that they can get some lessons out of it for themselves. We don't have to do things the hard way, y'all. We can actually gather something from someone else and implement that in our lives. So
good. Very good. Very good. And so again, if you're connected to Dana, pre-order.
Yes.
But available right now. So again, if you are like, okay, I like how she's talking, you can grab Prepare for Purpose, which is right here on Amazon. Hey, Betty Mitchell, my mom is here. And so if you're like, I like what she's talking about, because Dane, I'm just gonna go to your chapter and Prepare for Purpose, so you all can get every strand count. So you just mentioned that. So check her out over on and Prepare for Purpose, page 23. So you can grab that today and say, okay, I like Dana. Grab this today, paperback, hardback, but then prioritize your potential, which is coming. Thank you. All right, Dana. Any final comments that you would want to share? Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I want to shout out Charvette, y'all. We all of us, we all so appreciate this opportunity that you gave us here to be part of this beautiful book. Thank you.
Awesome. You're welcome. And I just want to say, one of your someone commented you were their teacher. You've got a couple programs. Can you tell us about some of the programs that you have available?
Yes. I have one right now that's going, which I'm so excited about, is the Holistic Hair Advocate Program, where there is hair professionals in this program learning to support people around hair loss, which is a huge deal right now. And of course, I have my Head Start coaching program that is for sister-like practitioners who are seeking to get certified and build a business of their dreams. So thank you for the opportunity to share that, Charvette.
Oh, you are welcome. You are welcome. We are glad to have you a part of this collaboration. And we just look for much more continued success from you and Hair Cares Inc.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Woo, this is amazing. Listen, give us some love in the chat. Isn't it great to be able to hear from co-authors? And so some of you might be saying, well, what is Charvette, you do collaborations. Like, what does that mean? So as you can see, we also feature all of our authors on the back of the book. And so this is where every author writes, it could be 5,000 words or so that they write, and we compile them into one book. So if you think about like Chicken Soup for the Soul, it is that type of vibe. You'll be able to read one chapter 1, and go all the way through, or you could look through and say, okay, I'm gonna jump to chapter 7, or I'm gonna jump to chapter 1, go back to chapter 3. You can read it out of order. Each chapter and each author you're hearing from today has a standalone chapter. So it's amazing because you don't have to read it linear in a linear fashion, but having a collaboration, as we are talking about prioritizing your potential, everyone, every author and every writer comes to this with a different perspective, right? With different experiences. And so go ahead and pre-order from your author that you're supporting. Go ahead and pre-order from them. Listen, they are all great and available for speaking engagements as well. So connect with them in that, right? Because they all have expertise that you're hearing about. So let's keep it moving here. So we kicked off the top of the show here on Amazon Live with Dr. Nina Copeland. You just finished hearing from Dana Wilson. Coming up to the mic next is Edwinette Moses. Edwinette Moses is coming up to the mic. So put your hands together as we bring her on stage. Hello, Edwinette. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. Thank you.
We are excited.
Morning, audience.
Yes. Good morning. Listen, we're excited to have you because you are no stranger as well. Edwinette Moses is also featured in Pour,
Yes.
which is available here on Amazon. You can get that in paperback. You can get that in ebook and hardback and Pour. And I loved your chapter in Pour, just talking about how people poured into you and the different things and how you pour into others. And so again, you can check out Edwinette right now by grabbing Pour. But Edwinette is a contributing writer and author in our new book, Prioritize Your Potential. So Edwinette, tell our viewers all about you.
Well, I'm Edwinette Moses. I am excited again to share in the second collaboration with Charvette Mitchell with Prioritizing Your Potential. And this is a great opportunity. I'll just like to say shout out to Charvette for pushing us to our potential. I'm one of those people who I'm balancing two intensive careers, one as a federal employee and the other as a realtor. And so both of these can change the color of your hair a little bit. And I'm married almost 37 years this year. And I have one daughter and one granddaughter and a whole lot of family and friends I'd like to shout out to who support us all the time.
Good. Thank you so much for that. Just a wealth of support systems around you, and that you help support as well with just your wisdom, you and your husband and all. And so let's talk about your actual chapter and the writing process. So let's start there. How did you decide what to write and what life experiences to bring to this book, Prioritize Your Potential?
Typically, I work better under stress. I am not a creative person, so this pushed me, and I need the push to potential. And so my writing process began with a little reflection on the word prioritizing. That is something I do not do well. And so I said, let me take this on as a challenge. Well, lo and behold, everything else became competing priorities. And so as I went through the writing process, I said, this is going to be at the top of my list, Well, I did get it done. I'll say that.
That's so good, because sometimes you feel like and I think this is so great to have this authentic conversation, because there are a lot of viewers saying, oh my goodness, I would like to write. Like I'd love to, write in a book, and you sit down and you're looking at a blank screen, right? Like you're like, what do I want to bring out of this? But some people do work better under pressure. So I appreciate you saying that. So what's your chapter title?
So my chapter title is Doing Your Due Diligence, a True Confession.
Oh, a true confession. Oh, so good. So good. Good morning. Chris Reed said, good morning, beautiful ladies. Good morning, Jill. Blessings to you as well. We see you all commenting where you are watching. And so we want to hear, Edwinette, a little bit from your chapter. Give us a nice, juicy excerpt reading here.
Well, let me tell you this first. My original purpose for the chapter title was Doing Your Due Diligence, but it was going to be a self-help for home buyers or sellers looking, to give them some tips and tidbits for real estate transactions. However, it became a true confession for me doing my due diligence. So a lesson in due diligence, just a little excerpt from my chapter, the missed walkthrough. Okay. Real estate has a way of teaching you life lessons you didn't know you needed. One such moment came when I was representing a seller and preparing a home for closing. After the inspection, after the buyer's inspection, several repairs were negotiated. The seller assured me everything was handled. Trusting the process and the seller, and honestly rushing to meet deadlines, I did not personally walk through the home with a checklist. I assumed all was well. On closing day, it was revealed that several agreed upon repairs were incomplete. The result: delayed paperwork, frustration for all parties, and strained trust, extra stress that could have been avoided, really.
Mm.
All it would have taken was a simple 20-minute walkthrough with a checklist to verify that the work was done. Due diligence isn't about being suspicious, it's about being wise. It's about protecting your interests for your that you're responsible for. So that was a lesson learned. You'd have to read the book to get some more information about how it came out. But that was just a little excerpt from my chapter.
Very good. Left us a little bit of a cliffhanger.
Yes.
And so what I love, and this I think demonstrates the power of a collaboration, that you're writing, there'll be some that are self-help, but then some that you're writing from really your real estate experience, but there's self-help and life lessons laced into that. Have you found, being a realtor, you're really more than a realtor. You are a credit analyst. You are a life coach. Have you found working with clients that you actually need to bring more to this space than just your knowledge around real estate?
Yes, I think if you don't have the client at heart, it can take a toll on you. Fortunately, I got into it to help people because I always wanted someone to help me. So the role extends. While we have the disclaimer that we're not attorneys, we're not financial counselors, we do provide referrals, and we have knowledge and experience. For me, for example, I've been an investor as well. So I've been on the seller side and the buyer side of the coin. So I can bring some of that experience to the table. Sometimes, let me tell you, there are no two transactions alike. There are no two people alike, just like they say with giving birth. There's no two births alike, so the experience grows me, and it also gives me an opportunity to have more resources for the next client.
So good. Prioritize your potential. One more time. What is your chapter title, Edwinette Moses?
Doing Your Due Diligence, A True Confession.
A true confession. And listen, we got some comments coming in. Rita Stewart, that's good. Great lesson. Absolutely. So good to see you. Thank you, Chris, for your comment over on Amazon. Listen, I love that. Bishop Stedman, we're so glad to have you. Good morning. Tanya Johnson, good morning, ladies. Loving the conversation. Thank you so much for being with us. A wealth of knowledge, great knowledge. Wow. Thank you again. Absolutely, on Amazon Live and wherever you may be checking us out. So Edwinette, tell us, what you want people to walk away with from reading your chapter, and then overall the entire book, Prioritize Your Potential.
So one of the things, Doing Your Due Diligence, A True Confession, it's about some of my experiences, but I would also encourage the reader to take this and apply it to anything that that requires due diligence, which is most things, and the danger of skipping your due diligence. I think that needs to be highlighted, because when we don't do our due diligence, it may not harm another person, but it could harm your reputation.
Yeah.
So, there's always a broader way of looking at, hey, I need to be accountable, because it's not just maybe they came out unscathed, but I looked, like I didn't know what I was doing. So, just these are some checklists that are available in the chapter, and some
Great.
things that will help you. I would say that you may not always be able to run or check each box in a timely manner, because due diligence does take persistence. It does take attentiveness, thoroughness, and carefulness, and you have to be persistent.
Yeah.
So the overall book, I think you've heard from some of the ladies and you'll hear from others. These are authentic persons who are not world-renowned writers, but are given the opportunity to share their expertise. And you can glean from everyone who has contributed to this book, because I know a lot of them personally and have gotten to know them over the years. And these people are genuine and true experts in their fields.
So well said. So definitely, if you're connected with Edwinette Moses, pre-order, paperback, hardback. If you're like, I need immediate gratification, she is in Pour, which is listed right here on Amazon.
Yes.
So you can pick that up right here on Amazon. Pour. You can check out her chapter. Very, very good. And connect with her. Thank you, Edwinette, for being a part of this collaboration.
Thank you for the opportunity.
All right. Thank you. All right. We are keeping it moving here. Listen, coming up next, we have an amazing, oh my goodness, she's back by popular demand as well. Dr. Valerie is coming on up. Dr. Valerie Harris is coming on up to the stage, and we bring on right now. Hello, Dr. Val. How are you?
Hello, Charvette. How are you this morning? Thank you.
Listen, I am doing great, Dr. Valerie Harris. No stranger to our stage, no stranger to our book collaborations. I was just grabbing where you are, which I don't have it right here on my hand, but you're in one of our other book collaborations, which is available here on Amazon. But today we're excited that you are a part of Prioritize Your Potential, which we're in pre-order. And so, Dr. Val, just reintroduce yourself to our audience and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Valerie Harris. I'm the CEO of Stepping Out with Purpose, a certified empowerment coach, business consultant, author, speaker, mentor to many women, aspiring entrepreneurs, and visionaries. And I have over a decade of experience in education, leadership, and ministry. And I've dedicated my life basically to helping others unlock their God-given potential so that they can build legacy, walk in boldness, and walk in their purpose, whether through I do a lot of workshops, coaching programs, and book collaborations. And my mission is always the same: to ignite that fire of greatness that's already inside of each and every one of you that are watching us right now.
Oh, so good. And so what I love is you took time to write in our book collaboration, but you actually produced your own. How many of your own book collaborations do you have available?
Woo!
You got to count them up, right?
There's about 4 now.
Okay.
And I have one that I'm getting ready to do a volume 2 of my legacy letter. So that'll be 5 collaborations, but I have more other books, but those are the collaborations. Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. And so as you were preparing to write and prioritize your potential, tell us about your writing process.
The writing process for this particular chapter was deeply personal and spirit-led, really, because I started by reflecting on my own journey in life, those moments where I knew I was doing good work, but I had also sensed I was sitting on something greater. And that led me to explore the concept of potential and how so many people, especially us as women, carry untapped brilliance that haven't been prioritized, because that was what was going on with me. And I used my 7 pillars of transformation as a guide for me to structure this particular chapter and pour it into the stories, scriptures, and practical steps that I've lived and taught myself. And every word written was to awaken the reader to what they carry. And they carry gold inside of them that needs to be released. So that was my process. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And which is a great segue into, what is your chapter title?
My chapter title is Sitting on Gold. Yeah. Why your potential must be unlocked now.
Yeah. Listen, I literally just told a new client, I said, you are sitting on gold. You on a gold, you sitting on a gold mine. And so how often, we talk about prioritizing potential, like people got to see it, right? So as you were, you've given us so much right there, but I love that chapter title. And sometimes people just don't click. It doesn't click that their potential is a gold mine. Like if they focus on it, it's a gold mine. And so we'd love to hear an excerpt from your chapter, and just give us a good juicy part.
You just want the excerpt? Okay. Oh, you didn't want me to talk about anyway.
Listen, talk about all of it. Talk about all
but
of it.
Really, and the really reason why I chose that chapter was because I wanted the people to see it visually and see the urgency of it.
Yeah.
Because so many people are walking around with the gifts and the talents and the ideas that could change lives. It's enough room out here for all of us, but there's an urgency for those that want to do something great. You have a space, but they're sitting on the fear, trying to be perfect, and just keep delaying it when they have everything they need already inside of them, because gold is so valuable, but only when it's mined and used.
Ooh.
So I wanted the readers to feel the weight of what's inside of them and the responsibility that they have to release what's in them, because God is the one that put it in them. So the title is called A Call to Action for everyone listening, and a reminder that your potential is too valuable to be buried.
Ooh.
It needs to be released.
Yeah, that's so good. Listen, somebody on Instagram said, congratulations. Sounds like a great read. Thank you so much over on Instagram. C. Tate for Insurance. Thank you so much for that love. LaShawn Green said, powerful. Yes. I'm telling you what, each chapter, this book is worth you getting each and every chapter. So now we want to hear an excerpt. Yes.
All right. Okay. There is a version of you, the authentic, bold, radiant you, that only comes alive when you commit to unlocking your potential. The real you is not the one burdened by fear, self-doubt, or shame. The real you is who God saw when he formed you, strong, courageous, impactful, and destined to shift atmospheres. When you prioritize your potential, everything shifts. You stop living based on past pain and start walking in divine purpose. You begin to flow instead of strive. You operate in joy instead of just obligation. You start to see yourself as someone trying to become enough, but as something already equipped by God. I know this because I lived it. There was a season where I was doing the good thing, but not the thing God had truly called me to do. I was sitting on gold. But when I leaned into prayer, purpose, and preparation, I watched doors open, legacies built, and lives changed, starting with my own. Now I help other women do the same. You are not behind. You are not unqualified. You are simply one decision away from unleashing the real, powerful you.
Woo! Listen, I know right now the audience is like, I need to get this. So if you're connected to Dr. Val, pre-order. If you're connected to Dr. Val, pre-order. So such powerful wisdom. Certainly, you are one of those people. You don't let grass grow under your feet. So you not just talking about this, like literally, like this is, you live this out. And so you've got another project coming up. You're writing with us. And so what else is on the horizon for you, Dr. Val?
Well, what I want people, right now I have 2 projects that I'm doing. I have created a 6 weeks mini course, 7 Pillars of Transformation, which I talk about also in the chapter. And this is a powerful journey designed to help women, leaders and entrepreneurs and purpose-driven individuals to step boldly into their life, the life that they've been called to live. And each week we will explore one of the pillars in this particular mini course. And I, wish you all will come on and join us, because it's going to be power packed with a lot of interactive lessons, reflection activities, community is what's great about it as well. And that's what I love you so much for your community and the hearts. We are heart to heart in the community, and we're able to share and build each other up and encourage each other. So community is the thing that I love. And this will be a community together where we will pour into each other as we're doing this 6 weeks mini course. So come on and join us.
Dr. Val there. And so as we come to a close, tell us what you want people to get out of your chapter, and then also the whole book, Prioritize Your Potential.
What I want people to walk away with is urgency. And hope. Because urgency to stop waiting and start moving and start saying yes. Because so many times we have these opportunities that come and we say, I got to pray about it, but you've prayed about it. What you still praying? You need to say yes. Okay. So the urgency to stop waiting and start moving, and hope that it's not too late. Whether you're just discovering your potential or rediscovering it after you have taken detours, it's okay. I want you to know that there's still gold inside of you. And your calling, the assignment that God has tailor-made just for you, can't wait any longer.
No.
And this book that we've done together, this collaboration, is not just a collection of chapters. It's a movement of bold women who are done playing it small. We're not playing it small no more.
That's right.
So my prayer is that after reading each and every one of the chapters, and especially mine, you will finally believe that what's inside of you is so valuable, necessary, and ready to be released into the earth realm.
Oh, so good. Rita Stewart said, thank you, Dr. Val. Sitting on Gold Within. Christina Griffin Harrison, good word. All right. Pick up, pre-order from Dr. Val. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of Prioritize Your Potential.
Thank you, Jarvis. And thank you for all that you do. And listen, everyone that thought, we are proud of you. And you are a mighty woman of God who speaks what you do. And you help us. You help each and every one us and push us. And that's what I need. I need the push. I still need to push now. I have a little wisdom, but I still need some things too. And I tell everybody need a mentor, and everybody needs someone that's going to work with them and help them to be the best version of themselves. And I thank you. I love you.
Thank you. I received that. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh my goodness. We keeping it rolling. If you just came on in, I love my clients. These are all of my clients. I'm Charvette Mitchell, CEO of Mitchell Productions. And this is our 8th book collaboration. We're in pre-order. You're on Amazon. You can pick up books that are already there. Listen, Pastor Kathleen Moore is getting ready to come up to the mic. She's getting ready to come up, grab all the books. Listen, just buy all of them. Buy all of them. All right. Pastor Kathleen Moore is coming on up to the mic right now. Put your hands together. Hello, Pastor Kathleen. How are you?
Great morning. How are you, Charvette? I'm doing exceptionally well. I'm excited to be here this morning.
Yes, listen, we on a locomotive. We just jumped on the train and we just keeping the train rolling. Yes. And so I'd love for you to share and just first introduce yourself and let our listeners and our viewers know a little bit about you.
Sure. I'm Kathleen Kim Moore. I am the founder, CEO, Kingdom Business Administrative Strategist of Living the Dream Consultants, LLC, where I provide coaching and business establishment to entrepreneurs, to individuals, to companies, nonprofit organizations, and getting everything set up and established and compliant well.
All right. Listen, a wealth of knowledge there, a wealth of expertise. Linda said, hello, Kathleen, thanks for inviting us to join. Hello, Stacy Penn. Listen, we also got people in a couple different places. Bishop Stedman, I recognized her earlier.
Yes.
And so great. So as you sat down to think about your chapter for Prioritize Your Potential, tell us your writing process and how you decided. Is this your first book collaboration? Is this your first book? Tell us about that.
Charvette, you launched me off into my first book. Okay. Thank you, sis. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
It took a deep dive for me. One, I'm a person that does not struggle in writing or thought process, but this actually allowed me to take an introspect inside to see what I can offer and extend to help those in the business arena, not only in Kingdom, but in the ministry marketplace, but as business owners. And what I have experienced over the past 40 plus years in helping those businesses and churches and ministries getting established, getting a firm foundation and functioning and operating. So I did start it. I did have a little writing struggle at one point, sought God in prayer, began to meditate, and then just relax and calm my nerves down and begin to share what I wanted to put inside my chapter to be a help to many that shall read it and get a clear understanding what's needed when we're talking about purpose and all. Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. And a comment from Jill Maddox. She said, welcome to the Authors Guild, author Kathleen Moore. She said, welcome.
Thank you, Jill. I appreciate you. She's a gentleman in the kingdom. Amen.
Amen. All right. So we got that. So your chapter title, tell us what your chapter title is and, how you decided to select that particular title.
Yes. The selection was Maximize Your Strengths, Achieve Your Goals, and Transform Your Life. Well, when I took a thought about that, about maximizing your strength, I thought about the word capacity. Capacity is just stretching, is stretching you past your limitations. And that's what I felt when I was offered the opportunity to be a part of this collaboration. And then another thing was achieving your goals. Again, achieving your goals, you have to have a goal mindset. And many people do not have that. And within my business aspect and acumen in goal setting, there are certain areas that I go through when I'm coaching a client to have that stretch, getting past the I can't do, but I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And also to transform your life. Transforming your life is getting a better on-site of what you see. What do you see? What does your mind see in yourself? What does your mind see in yourself? And letting go of the triggers that may have halted you in the past and push you forward. A lot of times we're our worst, not only enemy, but our worst procrastinator in sense of getting up the ladder. Getting up and always trying to climb. But when you know that capacity and that the goal set in front of you is greater than what you feel on the inside, just as Dr. Val said, there is gold and there's richness on the inside of you that we all have been birthed with. So it's a process. And as you go through that process and the coaching and everything and designing your goals and what your objectives are that you desire to achieve, whether it's in your business or in your ministry, you can achieve those things, but it's a consistent flow and a consistency that you have to have a winner's mindset to transform your life.
Winner's mindset. And thank you for mentioning that. This book, certainly is for a professional in
Yes.
corporate America. It's for a business owner. It's for ministry. If you're in ministry, a nonprofit can glean from this. LaShawn Green said, "Congratulations, Pastor K. Looking forward to reading this work and those you will release in the future." So she's already declared that. And Jill said, "Capacity, stretch, and consistency." And I love capacity in particular, because a lot of times I mentioned this last week, a couple weeks ago, the prayer of Jabez.
Yes.
Now, this is not a faith-based book, so if you are not a faith-based person, you still can glean from the principles. Oftentimes, bless me indeed, people stick there, but then he says in a couple different translations, enlarge my tent, enlarge my territory, enlarge my coast, which means just give me more capacity to be able to handle it. So, all right, you prick something right there. So we want to hear an excerpt, a good juicy excerpt from your chapter. So take it away.
I'm excited. Yes, there's several areas that I had to extrapolate from, but I wanted to say, the company that I birthed was not about chasing a career. It was about walking in purpose. The transition from vision to venture requires courage. I had to trust that the same God who gave me this dream would also provide the resources, connections, and clients. I started with what was in my hands: decades of experience, a deep network, and a passion for systems that support sustainability. That's one critical point, is having systems that support sustainability. My first clients were ministries, of course, that had dreams but needed help bringing them into compliance and structure. They needed bylaws, they needed 501c3 documentation, licensing, board development, and strategic planning. I realized that this wasn't just administrative work with the amount of years that I had as far as administration. It was an apostolic nature. It was an apostolic momentum. I was helping to lay foundation for kingdom work to be done in decency and in order. Now, the role of faith in entrepreneurship is faith is your oxygen to operate your business. We know what Hebrews 11:1 stands for. Faith is things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. There were seasons when contracts were slow, when invoices were delayed, and when discouragement knocked loudly, but every time God provided, because he was the provision maker. My LLC, Living the Dream Consultants, is an altar. Every client, every project is a form of worship. I incorporate prayer into my consultations, and I pray over my clients' visions. I seek divine strategy, not just human wisdom. One thing I wanted to share with you all is, together, faith and strategy create unstoppable momentum. I'll say that again. Together, faith and strategy create unstoppable momentum. Every step has required intentionality. Every client will teach you something new. Every contract has been a testimony. My company not only just stands as a business, but as a beacon for those who dare to believe that their dreams are valid. And with strategy, stewardship, and faith, they are achievable. And I just want to say thank you again, Charvette, for this opportunity, which is very rewarding, and to the other authors that are a part of this collaboration.
Wonderful. Listen, we are ready for your chapter. If you're connected to Pastor Kathleen, pre-order. And Pastor Kathleen, as we wrap up, what do you want readers to take away from your chapter and also from this book?
Sure. From this collaboration, there are a variation of authors that have shared their life skill sets and what they want to promote others to glean from. And from my chapter, it dictates and it shares various checklists and planning and setting up your business, your nonprofit organization. I go into meeting planning, prioritizing, developing checklists that I've provided there, even on event planning, and the necessities that are required in preparing to establish your business and going forth in the vision that God has already given you. And again, thank you, Charvette. This is a very phenomenal opportunity. And
you are welcome. Rita Stewart said, "My dreams are valid." Yes. LaShawn Green said, "Faith is oxygen." Absolutely. Bishop Patrina Stetman said, blessings, daughter. Amen. And Tanya Johnson, yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. We love it. Thank you for being here and being a part of this collaboration. Pre-order from Pastor Kathleen Moore. All right. We are getting the train continuing. This next person coming up, Erica, listen, this next person coming up, Erica Brooks, I'm picking up, she's been in a couple of our book collaborations. So right here on Amazon, any of the books that you see listed down below, pick up, look, I'm over to the side of my book. You see them here in my books. Pick up a copy of all of the books that you see there. Just order tons and tons and tons of them. And I'm just trying to put my hand on where she's in. She's in our latest book. And so check her out. Erica Brooks is coming to the stage now. While you're on Amazon, go ahead and pick up your copy of what is available currently. But we're talking about pre-orders for the new book collaboration. Erica Brooks is coming live. Welcome back to the stage, back by popular demand. How you doing, girl?
I am great. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey, listen, how many of our book collaborations have you been a part of?
Oh, boy. I think I've been a part of 3 with you and 2 with Dr. Val.
Yes. So natural writer. And so let's just refresh our audience's recollection of you and tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. So I am Erica Brooks. I am the owner and the CEO of Enlightenment Counseling Services, LLC, here in Richmond, Virginia, where I provide outpatient therapy, primarily to women and girls. However, there are a few lucky men who do get to work with me.
There you go.
I also provide mental health therapy. I provide grief therapy. I am also on the board of Forever Healed, a grief organization here in Richmond.
Yes.
And I am working on self-care classes and life coaching sessions. So
very good.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And so how did you decide, since certainly being a writer, how did you decide to write for Prioritize Your Potential? What was your writing process?
Okay. Well, as you know, my first experience with writing was working with you, the first book, Pearls. And I never thought I would be a writer. I always thought I had the gift of gab, and so I was just going to talk. But writing became a second nature to me. And so most of my writings, if you've ever read them, are in the form of me talking to the reader. First person experience, so that I'm talking directly to them. They're getting the information. Really, for this book, I dug deep inside of what was going on with me and what I've experienced with others. And so I wanted to give some tidbits and tips of how to help.
Very good. And so tell us your chapter title and how you selected that title to be a part of Prioritize Your Potential.
Well, Prioritize for Potential, that's the main title, but the subtitle is A Strategic Plan for the Busy Leader. And the reason being is because there are so many of us that are so busy that we don't take the time to take care of ourselves. So I really wanted to make sure that we're giving ourselves the attention we need and just as much as we give to others.
So good. So good. All right. So that's really good right there. So we definitely want to hear a little excerpt. Hopefully you pulled out a juicy part for us. And so take it away by sharing an actual reading from your chapter.
Okay. Jane has always been a busy woman. She is a business owner who prides herself in helping others with their problems and concerns. She's active in her community and her church. She's involved with many different organizations and projects. She is someone who people often go to when they need help or something to be done. She wears her self-sacrifice as a badge of honor. She loved what she's doing and loved feeling needed, but there were some things she was missing. She was not sure. She was not having as much time to hang out with her close friends. She had problems sleeping and often felt that she did not get enough rest the night before. She began missing deadlines and forgetting to complete tasks. She began having health concerns. After years of 50-hour weeks with constant exhaustion, she hit a breaking point. She began talking to a life coach about her feelings of frustration, agitation, and chronic body pains. With coaching, she learned to create a self-care plan that reached stress and burnout. In the beginning, it wasn't easy for her to focus on herself, but with time, she got the hang of it. She developed a great plan to gain greater clarity, compassion, and creativity, and to function more effectively and find her smile again. Now, Jane is not a fake person. As you read this chapter, you'll get to find out who Jane is and what Jane does and how she becomes a better leader.
Ah, so good. Listen, Ayana Smith is in the chat saying, I got here just in time. I need this. A strategic plan is needed for this time and season for the busy leader. Absolutely. Ms. Jones said, hello, Sister Erica.
Hi,
so good. So you left us right there. Listen, if you're connected to Erica Brooks, pre-order. I love it. Dr. Valerie Harris was just on the stage, said, I love this. Ms. Travers said, wow, Erica, that excerpt speaks to so many of us. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so what would you want people to walk away with from your chapter and then also the entire book?
Well, what I'd love for people to walk away from the chapter is to realize that we have so much greatness and that within us, and that we are so busy taking care of ourselves that we sometimes forget to busy taking care of others, that we sometimes forget to take care of ourselves. And so in order for us to continue on the path that God has for us, we need to take a moment to stop, listen to what he has to say. We can still be his servants and help each other, but we have got to take care of ourselves first. Just like they tell you when you're on a plane, you got to put the mask on yourself first before you can help others. And this is what I hope people will gain from this chapter and begin to go and live their prioritize their passion and their purpose and their potentials by stepping and taking care of themselves first. And so I hope they gain that from this book. My co-authors are wonderful, and they are amazing writers. And I am so very proud of everybody. And I'm proud of you, Charvette, for following God's steps. If anybody hasn't listened to your word, to your story, they need to read it to understand how you have truly prioritized your potential. So
thank you so much, Erica. Listen, I've just got to shout someone out. Sharita Hayes just commented, so glad God directed me here just in time. And we celebrate. Sharita Hayes is going to be actually a speaker at our Platform Builder Summit. But more importantly was the catalyst for our sponsorship with Call Federal Credit Union. So we're excited. You all are going to be hearing more about Call Federal Credit Union, who is the sponsor for the Platform Builder Summit for November 7th and 8th in Richmond, Virginia. But shout out to Sharita Hayes. You can check her out over on our on the site for the summit and see her session. So we're glad you were able to jump on in. All right, Erica, thank you so much for being here. If you're connected to Erica, pre-order.
Yes, order.
Thank you so much. And again, if you're those on Amazon Live, you can see right here on this page books that we have. Erica was in Pearls. She was also in other book collaborations. So right there on the page, you can order from all of our other book collaborations. We're highlighting and spotlighting pre-orders for an upcoming book, but we have 7 other books that are available right here on Amazon. So go ahead and grab your copies, multiple copies. Just buy thousands and hundreds and all the things. All right, we are coming on up. We have Wanda Washington that is coming up from Atlanta, Georgia, coming up to the stage right now. One of our authors. Put your hands together. Wanda Washington. Hello, Wanda. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. And how are you doing today?
I am doing great. You look amazing. More importantly, we're so excited that you are here, also backed by popular demand, because you've been in other book collaborations with us. And so, Wanda, remind our viewers a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Sure. Again, she said my name, Wanda Washington. I want to say hello out there to everybody who's listening. I am the CEO of Natural Beauty Boutique. We are a natural hair salon that educates and we provide sister lock services to our clients. And we focus on scalp care. And I'm also a master cosmetologist and a scalp and hair care educator. I'm a former sister lock senior trainer of over 20 years, and I've absolutely loved during the training when I was doing it there for the company. I'm also the creator of a YouTube show called How Deep Is Your Beauty? And what that is about is exploring beauty from the inside out and bringing together shows that can help educate you on a lot of things that go with wellness, healthcare, and anything else you guys will want to hear me talk about. Just let me know. And I would also want to let you know I haven't launched it yet, but it's Unique Brand of Beauty. It's an apparel line of t-shirts that you'll be seeing soon, and an upcoming training program for inspiring entrepreneurs.
All right. Listen, I love that our viewers can hear the diversity with our authors and all the different areas, that angles that you all are coming from. And so I wanted to tell us with all that's on your plate, because listen, you don't have a 9 to 5 where you're sitting at a desk all day.
No.
You are working with your hands. You are on your feet. You are working with clients or consulting other types of business owners. When did you have time to write? And tell us about your writing process.
Well, my writing process, I just take the time wherever I can get it, to be honest with you. But my writing process is I like storytelling.
Yeah.
I like storytelling, and I like to use visuals. And I also like personal experiences because that resonates well with me. And for most people that I talk to, it resonates with them as well. So my process started with reflection. I know I wanted to tell a story. I know I wanted to speak from my heart. And I wanted to be a real life experience that people can feel from. So I wanted to reach back deep into my foundation. My foundation are the people who helped raise me, who groomed me, who taught me, who educated me. And that is where I feel I got my potential from. I know we're born with potential. All of us have something innate that we can do, whether it's a talent or whatever. But my family, my grandmother, my mother, and my father, they were my triangle. And I refer to them as a triangle because that is one of the strongest shapes. And as you know, it has a tip at the very, very point that points upward. And what that tells me is that my family kept me looking upward. So every time I would achieve something, they was there to help me always be anchored in trying to move forward with that potential. So I love them for that.
Oh, that's so good. So good. Shout out to my blood sister, Kim. She said, hey, girl. Hey, I'm back in the building. My blood sister, Kim Lee, is here. Good to see you. So, that analogy and thinking about the triangle. That's so good. And so tell us about the title that you selected for your chapter and why you selected that title.
Sure. The title is called The Seasoning of My Foundation. So when you think about seasonings, you think about things that you can make. You know, you have ingredients you put together, you make something that come out well, it don't come out well. Well, the seasoning in my foundation is my family that helps season me towards the potential I talked about earlier. So, for example, my father lived by what he believed, and he taught me to do the same way. He always said, don't do anything that you're not proud enough to sign your name to. So I listened to that and I followed his lead on that. So I selected the Seasoning of My Foundation because my grandmother, my mother, my father, each of them shaped me in their own unique way. They laid the foundation, but it was their lessons that seasoned and given me strength, character, the vision to step into my potential. So that was the reason I chose it. And I wanted to honor their legacy as well and how they brought me up.
Oh, so good. So good. I'm telling you, every single chapter is of Prioritize Your Potential is just laced with such good information. And so we actually want to hear an excerpt. So could you share a good little juicy part for us?
Yeah, I love to say, before anything can grow, it needs to have something to grow from. That truth was first planted in me by my paternal grandmother, a woman anchored in solid family values, quiet strength, and unwavering faith. Her life wasn't built on titles. We just called her mama, but on integrity, discipline, and grace. She didn't teach by lecture. She taught by example. Through her hands, eyes, presence, and how she cared for everyone around her. One Thanksgiving, I asked her how she made her famous dressing, and it was always the first thing gone from the table. She shared the ingredients, and when I asked her how much of each to put, she just smiled and said, a little bit of this and a pinch of that, and tasted. That was it. At first, I wasn't sure it would work, but I followed her instructions, and to my surprise, it came out beautifully. That was her teaching me to trust the recipe and my intuition. Whether it's in the kitchen of life, she taught me to work with what I had, trust my instincts, and season things with care and grace.
Ooh, that's good. Now I want some dressing. But
Yeah.
but that's so good. Oh my goodness. And so one more time, the title of your chapter?
The Seasoning of My Foundation.
All right, the seasoning of my foundation, and prioritize your potential. And Wanda, tell us what you want people to walk away with from your chapter, and then also the overall book.
Right. What I want people to walk away is that potential has to be nurtured with intention. So everyone has potential, but if you don't do anything with it, it goes away. It's a gift that God gave us, and you do have to do something with it intentionally. So the chapter, The Seasoning of My Foundation, shows how my roots prepared me. But the bigger message of this book is prioritize your potential. Its potential is not passive. You have to prioritize it. You have to work at it. So my hope is that readers will finish the book, feel inspired, and also be ready to act and take their foundation, however it was built, and use it to maximize their strengths, achieve their goals, and transform their lives.
Potential is not passive. Oh, that's good right there. If you quote it, give Wanda Washington the credit. If you're connected and following Wanda, pre-order. Listen, Christina Harrison is saying powerful. Christina Griffin Harrison saying powerful. Awesome. Diane Jones. I love that. That's so good. It's not passive because that's why we say you got to prioritize it. It's not just going to happen. It's just you got to put some thought into it. Yes, read a story. Potential is not passive. Well, Wanda, again, LaShawn Green, so good. I'm telling you, we love your comments. Keep on commenting. And so we just want people to pre-order from Wanda. If you're connected, go there. And we are glad that you're back, a part of this book collaboration. You've also been in our last book collaboration. Yes. So again, that's available right here on Amazon. Just look down below, or wherever you're watching is around. Yeah, it's down below. So those that are over on Amazon, you'll see it right there. Position to Pivot is in there and all of that. So you can check that all out right down below on Amazon. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Wanda.
So Charvette, I just want to thank you so much for this opportunity. And I want to thank all the women that participated as well. All of you are beautiful. And thank you. You're a wonderful leader.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you as well. Wow. I am telling you what. All right. We're keeping it rolling here. We have Lynn Lewis. Lynn Lewis is in the virtual studio. Lynn is coming up to the mic right now. And we are excited and honored to have Lynn with us. I'm bringing Lynn Lewis up right now. Lynn, welcome to the stage.
Thank you, Charvette. Greetings, everyone.
Greetings. Listen, and no stranger to Amazon. You have your own books on Amazon. You've been in other books with us. So actually, let me just grab it right here. You can find Lynn in our book collaboration, Prepare for Purpose. It is available. Look down below. You can, if you need instant gratification, you can get that right down below. But we are here to talk about prioritize your potential. And I certainly want you to first introduce yourself and tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you, Charvette. So as been stated, my name is Lynn Lewis. I am author, speaker, writer, grief educator, and chief empathy officer for Destined to Thrive Grief Coaching. That is where I get to work with adults who have experienced a loss, not only by death, but a loss of any type. However, I specialize in helping adults who have experienced loss by suicide. Also, I work with entrepreneurs who want to have proactive steps in place when loss and grief shows up in the lives of their businesses, because it will show up, and it helps. It is imperative, really, that we be prepared. So I love helping those entrepreneurs set some things in place. And when I was offered the opportunity to be a co-author here, I thought about, wow, how will my story fit in? Because I landed in the grief work space because of a traumatic death experience that happened to me 6 years ago. But as I thought about the title, I said, loss is going to happen. So why not? Why not? So here I am.
Well, we thank you. We honor you. And a lot of times people will say, death reminds the living to live. And so I've heard somebody, that's not my quote. So death reminds the living to live. And so I think that's a powerful thing, a conversation and thought to have as we talk about prioritizing your potential. So, and again, I think you're a great representative of the diversity of conversation in this book, Prioritize Your Potential. So what was your writing process like?
So I always go from my lived experiences and those of others who have given me permission to talk about theirs. But this writing experience for me, it caused me to stop and to think about, am I prioritizing my potential? You know, what is my potential? And as several of my fellow co-authors have talked about already, how we're sitting on things, we're sitting on goal, we're sitting on potentials that we haven't recognized yet. So really, this was a time, an opportunity for me to just sit with myself, have conversations with myself, and really figure out what my priorities are and how I can, or if I am, prioritizing my potential.
So good. So good. And your chapter title, tell us your chapter title and why you picked that title.
My chapter title it has a subtitle, but the title is Pressing Through the Process. It produced resiliency in the face of adversity. I chose that because initially it was pushing, and I thought pushing can be a little bit, I don't want to say violent, but more hard, shoving when you think about pushing. So then I went with pressing, because pressing does to me mean forward movement, but it's not as harsh as pushing. Pressing is more gentle, and especially with grief work, we really should be gentle with ourselves. So that's why I went with pressing through the process. And life in general is a process, but when loss is involved, it really is a process. And it produced resiliency. That part came from often people telling me how strong I am. They don't know how I do what I do with my own grief journey. And you're so strong, and you're always strong. And one day I read something or heard something that said, it's not necessarily about the strength, especially when you think about strength being that muscular, being hard. But it's more about the resilient part. It's being able to adapt in the face of the adversity. And I said, that's me. It's not that I'm so strong, because many days strong, I am strong is way down on the
far from
list.
us, right?
Yeah. But resilient, this whole life in general, the grief journey, and my desire to help others to press through has produced resiliency. And so that's why I chose this topic, pressing through the process. It produced resiliency in the face of adversity.
So good, because as you prioritize potential, things are going to come up. It doesn't mean just because we have chosen to prioritize something, it doesn't mean that's going to be a nice, smooth, easy road. But however, the resilience plays plays that part in that. So good, so good. You said that. So we would love to hear an excerpt from your chapter. And I just want to capture, excuse me, a comment Rita said, resilient, the ability to adapt in the face of adversity. Wow. Listen, we say such good information. We see your comments coming on in. So we'd love to hear an excerpt from your chapter.
Okay, sure. As painful as it was to bear, I was determined not to die with my child. I decided at that moment I was going to thrive in the aftermath of his death and not merely survive. I decided I was going to move forward by living an impactful, meaningful, and purposeful life. At the time I made the declaration, I did not know how, what it would look like, nor what it would entail. And I certainly had no thought or idea that purpose was wrapped up in my pain, waiting to be revealed. Each step forward, no matter how big or small, was preparing me for a version of myself I had not yet imagined, one anchored in faith, hope, and sheer determination. As I navigated my grief, I realized I didn't have to choose between grieving and growing. I could do both. This was a revelation that shifted everything. I gave myself permission to grieve, to pause when needed, to cry without shame, and to laugh without guilt. So I invite you to come along with me as I share my journey of pressing through the process as a brokenhearted mother to a place of prioritizing my potential as a business owner.
Wow. Two things can be true at the same time. You can have grief and growth. Listen, I am telling you, if you're connected to Lynn Lewis, pre-order. Rita, purpose was wrapped up in my pain. Pre-order. That right there freed somebody, freed a bunch of people. That two things can be true at the same time, that may even feel like they're conflicting, maybe even feel like I see your hearts, may even feel like, oh my goodness, Coach Lynn, blessings from Diane Jones. She said blessings, Coach Lynn, can be the same thing. What would you like readers to walk away with after reading your chapter, and then also the full book?
After reading my chapter, I want readers to walk away with two or three things. One is that you don't get to decide how life is going to happen as far as when loss will show up. But you do get to make the choice of how you are going to navigate it. So first is choice. Remember that you have the choice. And then secondly, prioritize yourself. Self-love, self-love, self-love. Because when loss occurs, many times we will get lost in taking care of things and taking care of people. But I want you to prioritize yourself, your holistic self, not just getting the manicure or the pedicure, but your holistic self, all parts of you. Make yourself a priority. And lastly, know that you are not alone, that you can thrive. You can thrive in the midst of adversity. You can. It will produce resiliency. So that's what I want you to take away from my chapter. From the book, I want you to experience all of our experiences, because This is a great, phenomenal group of ladies who have written this book. I am delighted that I have my own personal relationship with each one of them.
Yes.
But I just believe that there is something in each chapter for someone. And then if it's not for you, don't sit on it. Share it with others, because we all know someone. I believe we all know someone who has had similar experiences as each of the authors have, or that might be having one. So share.
Share. Yes. Thank you, Lynn Lewis, co-author in Prioritize Your Potential. It's in pre-order. So pre-order from Lynn. LaShawn Green said, yes, there can be grief and growth. Thank you so much for that comment. Again, I want to say, if you were like, I need instant gratification, you can pick up a copy of Prepare for Purpose right here on Amazon. You'll see it down below, and you can read Lynn's chapter, which will be a good prequel to then the chapter in this book. And Lynn, I just want to say, your son is proud of you. Your dad is proud of you. And we are proud of you and sending you love. We know you've had recent transition. And so we just send love and wrap our arms around you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Oh boy. Woo. Okay, y'all. Listen, prioritize your potential. I am Charvette Mitchell. I'm the visionary author. I'm the CEO of Mitchell Productions, who we compile and produce this book collaboration along with the other book collaborations you see right here on this page. This is our 8th book collaboration. We are in pre-order. So connect with every co-author that is here. And we are just honored and excited to continue to bring amazing collaborations forward. There's so many people that want to become an author. If you do want to become an author, we've got another book collaboration coming up. Connect with me and I could discuss how that can happen. But doing a book by yourself feels like very daunting, right? To like, I got to write 30,000 words. I got to figure out book covers. I got to figure out how to get it on Amazon. I got to figure out all of that. And so how to get it printed and all of that. And so we take that away, take all that away, and you just focus on writing. But we are honored that you're here for Prioritize Your Potential. I do want to recognize we've got a couple other authors as well that you'll read from. Jean Tillery is in this book collaboration. As a matter of fact, her chapter opens up the book. It's called Epic Moves: 7 Ways to Prioritize Your Potential and Reignite Your Dreams. You'll also hear from Dio Greenway in this book collaboration. Her chapter is It'll Be Different This Time. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. We started out the top of the hour here, or the top of the show, with hearing from Dr. Nina Copeland. You heard from Dana Wilson. You heard from Edwinette Moses. You heard from Dr. Valerie Harris. You heard from Pastor Kathleen Kim Moore. You heard from Erica Brooks, Wanda Washington, and then Lynn Lewis, a great anchor here, pulled it all together. You will also read a chapter of mine as well. And it's a really great chapter. I close out the book. Again, I'm Charvette Mitchell, and we are excited and honored that you hung out here with us on Amazon Live. Thank you so much again for Amazon for giving us the opportunity to come on, and this broadcast will be here. So if you came in a little bit late, you can go back as soon as we wrap up, and you can listen to all of the other authors and excerpts from their chapters. And then again, reminder, down below, you'll see where you can purchase books. So we've got Prepare for Purpose, your invitation to the next level. Listen, you've been invited to the next level. It is up to you whether you go. And then you can read from Pour, The Secret Effects of Giving and Serving in Business and Leadership. So good. And all of our co-authors are on the back of all of our books. I'm just naming a couple of them here. We have Pursue, Chase Your Goals, and Run After Your Passions in Business, Life, and Leadership. That is available here. And then our very first book. So this was book number 1. We're on book number 8. Our very first book. This is, you know how you say, people say, what's your favorite book? What's your favorite? I don't have any favorites, but it's always nice when you kind of look back at the very first thing, Propel. And this is for emerging women in business and leadership in the Essential Handbook. Great read as well. So I just get all of them, y'all. Just buy all of them or send them to someone. But more importantly, we're here to talk about about Prioritize Your Potential. And we're wrapping up with Prioritize Your Potential. And so let me just say, if you've been holding it all together, leading at work, showing up at home, chasing goals, but deep down, you know there's more. Prioritize Your Potential, maximize your strength, achieve your goals, and transform your life is a powerful anthology featuring 11 women who chose to stop performing and start prioritizing. Through real stories, lessons learned, and perspectives, they share how they embraced reinvention and rediscovered purpose. Prioritize Your Potential is a guide for those who are ready to go from stuck to the express lane. And whether you're, again, a professional or an entrepreneur or a nonprofit leader or in ministry, or simply just craving more meaning, this book collaboration, this anthology will meet you where you are. Your potential is waiting. Your next move could change everything. And you'll find that on the back cover of Prioritize Your Potential. Again, shout out to all of our co-authors you heard from today and all of our co-authors. Pre-order. It is a wrap. Again, I'm Charvette Mitchell, and I am the CEO and founder of Mitchell Productions. Mitchell Productions is a marketing and professional development firm. At the core of what we do is we help high-achieving women entrepreneurs, a few lucky men get sprinkled in, all around helping them tell the story of their business through marketing, visibility, and branding so that they get more customers. One of the outlets to that is related to our book collaborations, because we believe that leaders and entrepreneurs should either A, have their a transformational story documented by way of a book, or their intellectual property, their expertise documented in writing. And so that's why we do book collaborations. You also may be familiar with us from the Charvette Mitchell Radio Show. That is our podcast. Started off here in Richmond, Virginia, live in studio, and then transitioned over the years. And we're at episode 775 at the airing of this particular broadcast. So we're excited for those of you who may be here because of the Charvette Mitchell Radio Show and that outlet. We also host events. So as we mentioned, this is our 8th book collaboration. We're in the 9th year of producing a live event, the Platform Builders Summit. That's going to be November 7th and 8th in Richmond, Virginia. We're super excited that Call Federal Credit Union is a sponsor, and we've got other great collaborations. You can hear more about that. And there is that. All right, it is a wrap. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Chastity Whitson. Let me shout out some people in the comments that I missed. Thank you, Linda, who's been here the whole time. Thank you all. That was a great wealth of knowledge. We thank you. Blessed and always blessing. Thank you, Chastity, for being here, who's been here most of the time. Thank you so much for all of those hanging out over on Amazon and various places. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. It is a wrap. We'll see you all later on the web. Bye. We're going to close out on Amazon first. All right. We're wrapped up on Amazon. Technically, this is the after party. We're still going live on the other. And I see 2 other authors still hanging out here. I'm about to bring them back up on stage. So the Amazon Live just wrapped up. I see Dr. Val is still here. Oh, listen, I see a couple. I'm about to bring all of y'all back on stage. This is the after party. Y'all ready? Everybody got their clothes on? Everybody ready to go? All right, let me bring you back on stage. Pastor Kathleen, I think you might be gone. All right. Oh, Pastor Kathleen is like, wait, don't leave me out. I am here. Okay, cool.
And look, I just realized I hadn't put no lipstick on, y'all.
Listen, we still live. You looking good. Now we live. We still live. We still live on Facebook. Hey, Facebook. We still live on Facebook. Hey. We still live on LinkedIn. So this is the after party. We have wrapped up on Amazon Live is wrapped up, but we are still live in a couple other places. So ladies, thank you. Wasn't it great just to hear everyone else's?
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Everybody was so phenomenal. They were good. Y'all were good.
Yeah, because this process, you all don't know until the book is published. You don't know what the other authors are writing about. You are like focused on your portion. So it was great even for you all to hear what the other authors were actually talking about. And so we certainly want people to go and find every author. So let me just recap, because since we're off of Amazon, let me just pull up. So Wanda Washington is here, The Seasoning of My Foundation. Wanda, where can they go to get a copy from you? Where can they go to buy a copy from you?
PayPal.
All right, great. Then we've got Erica Brooks. Erica Brooks, her chapter title, A Strategic Plan for the Busy Leader. And Erica, where can they go to grab a copy from you?
Mine is on Square.
All right. And then we have Pastor Kathleen Moore, Maximize Your Strengths, Achieve Your Goals, Transform Your Life. And Pastor Kathleen, where can they purchase a copy from you?
They go to Square as well. Yes,
all right. And then we have Dr. Valerie Harris coming on in here. Dr. Valerie, Sitting on Gold. Your calling is waiting on you. And Dr. Val, how can they get a copy from you?
PayPal.
All right. And then last but not least, who's still hanging out here with us, Edwin Moses, Doing Your Due Diligence, A True Confession. How can they get a copy from you?
PayPal.
All right, great. And everyone that's listening, whoever you're connected with, they have a great author webpage. And so you're like, oh, how do I find them on page? You can see their author webpage. If you go to all of their pages, they have posted graphics and they have posted a link. So you can just click the link and you'll be able to place your orders. All right, ladies, thank you so much for being here. Any final comments? Matter of fact, we're going to do a round robin. We're going to close out the after party. And I'm going to go in the order that I see. One last final comment to all of the viewers and potential readers. Wanda, we're going to start with you.
I just want to say thank you for tuning in and joining all the collaborating women that worked on the book and our leader, Charvette Mitchell. Prioritize your potential. Remember that everybody has something that God gave them that they're great at.
Wonderful. Erica Brooks coming up to the main stage. Final comments and thoughts.
Yes, prioritize your potential. Remember to take care of yourself first before so that you can hear what God has to say to you and you can provide what God wants you to do.
All right. Thank you. Edwin Moses coming up to the main stage. Final comments?
Yes. Do your due diligence. And it's not something that you can wish away. You can't wish your way into success and you can't pray your way into success. You just have to do your due diligence and prioritize your potential.
Oh, well said. All right. Dr. Valerie, last comments.
All I want you all to know is stop sitting on your goal and know that you have all that it takes to make it in your life, personal and professional, because guess what? God has already strategically planned the plan that he has for you. So what you have to do is step in it and just go forward and just allow him to direct your path in all your ways.
Very good. Very good. Last but not least, Pastor Kathleen Moore. Final comments.
Final comment is potential. You have the potency to succeed. Make sure you are your number one priority. There you will maximize every level in your life and be transforming in everything that you desire to achieve.
All right. Boom, bam. Thank you. We are done. Thank you, ladies. Again, make sure you all prioritize pre-ordering from all of our co-authors and be on the top of the wait list. The books will ship in November. Prioritize your potential. And that is it. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. I'll send you back to the green room. We're going to head on back to the green room and we'll go ahead and wrap this up and out. And again, definitely check us out. Our main website is mitchell-productions.com. If you look down below, wherever we are connected, there are links to connect with us and connect with Mitchell Productions. And we want to see you at the Platform Builder Summit as well. You'll get to meet all of the authors. All of the authors are going to be there. So make sure you join us on November 7th and 8th in Richmond, Virginia, at the Platform Builder Summit. You'll meet all the authors. Go ahead and pre-order and all of that. All right. It is a wrap. Thank you so much. We'll see you all later on the web. Bye.